Hey, good morning, everybody. What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. I got some NBA player props for y'all here today on PrizePicks. Today is Taco Tuesday, May 16th. So be sure to keep your eye out for these taco props. Looks like they've already got one up here, here over in the gaming category. So keep your eye out for those. Usually some pretty good value on those. That one looks like it is. I don't know what this is about, but looks like it dropped down by 9 kills, so that looks pretty good. It's a pretty good discrepancy. Anyways, guys, if y'all are new to PrizePicks, use this promo code right here down below, and that will get your first deposit instantly matched up to $100. So you deposit 50, you get 50. Deposit 20, you get 20. Deposit 100, you get 100. So double your money there for the first time users on PrizePicks. Let's get right into it. We have got game 1. Between the Lakers and Denver. It's going to be at Denver. Looking at 222.5 over under. Denver by 6. Now, of course, these new series, it's always, by game 3, we can see who's going to show up with consistency and who's not. So, game 1, we're kind of going in blind. These teams haven't met up that much recently. I don't think they've played it all in 2023. So since January, I don't think they've played it all. I think they played a couple times late last year. So it'll be interesting. It ought to be a good one, though. I've got 2 picks that I'm going to give out and then a couple leans that we can toss in there as well. But 2 strong picks that I really like. And let's hop right into it. I know Jamal Murray is feeling a little under the weather, I believe is what's going on with him. Expected to play, I'm sure. If they pull him at all, it'll be for a game 1. So I absolutely see that happening. But let's see here. For the first pick, though, let's go ahead and hop right in. Hop over here to PrizePicks desktop. And it's going to be Dennis Schroeder. So big news here. Schroeder is moved into the starting lineup. So, D'Lo, shooting guard. Austin Reeves moves to small forward. Jared Vanderbilt has been removed from the starting lineup. And so Dennis Schroeder's in. So this ought to be pretty good. I think this is a beautiful spot for him. This is my favorite play on the board by far. So if we take a look here, it's going to be, I think you could go anywhere with this. Absolutely anywhere. I don't know about like points and rebounds, but even that's not terrible. But I'm just going to give out stats on the PRA. Points is totally fine. I was looking at that one first. Points and assists, also fine. But let's just throw in PRA because there's not that big of discrepancies here in between. So, Dennis Schroeder, over 14.5 PRA. He is expected to play 31 minutes tonight. We take a look at that right here. Expected to play 31 minutes. So, whenever he gets his 30 or plus minutes, like I said, it's pretty close because he's expected to play 31. But when he gets 30 or more, we are looking at, he's played 26 games since January 20th, right? So let's just go back to January. Since then, he has played 26 games of 30 plus minutes. And he clears his PRA in 24 of those 26 games right here. As long as he has 30 plus minutes, 24 of 26 times he'll clear this since January. Now, of course, Denver's kind of a slower team. Their defense isn't terrible. Like I said, Jamal Murray's not feeling too hot, so maybe that plays a factor here. But like I said, Dennis Schroeder is usually not a starter. Most of those are him coming off the bench and getting heavy minutes. So with him starting here in game 1, I think this is a beautiful, beautiful spot. Like I said, 24 of 26 times. And the cushion on that is typically up in the mid-20s, so all we need is 15. Usually, most of those clears, he's hitting like mid-20s to low 30s. So like anywhere between 24, 25 to like 33 and 34 PRA. So absolutely destroying this line. For what it's worth, Denver on the season, on the regular season versus the point guard position, is giving up the 5th most assists and the 11th most points. So they're giving up the PA. That's what I say. If you want to go PA here, that's fine. He could clear all of these with his points, honestly. He could clear every single category here with points alone. PR is probably just my least favorite, just because he doesn't like get a ton of rebounds. But it's fine. And Denver doesn't offer a lot of rebounds to the point guard position. But I'm gonna just throw it in there because he'll get a couple. Anywhere between, he could get 0, but anywhere between like 0 and 3, somewhere around there. Assists are usually between 2 and 5-ish, typically. So, I just think this is a beautiful play right here for him. 14.5 PRA all day right here. Favorite play of the day right there for Dennis Schroeder. And I really hope he does well. Putting him in the starting lineup, I hope he can, hold his ground and keep that spot for him. I think it'll be fun to watch throughout the series. All right, so for the next one, we could go on the other side of the ball. It's going to be Michael Porter Jr., and I didn't find a ton of Nuggets props that I absolutely love. I do like this one quite a bit, and it's just going to be his fantasy score, 26.5. I wish this was at 26 because like 2 or 3 times in the last few weeks, he hooks you right at 26 or like right under 26.5, like at 26.3 or whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and bite on it here at 26.5. Against Phoenix, he goes over this 3 of 6 times. Before that, he goes against Minnesota, and he goes over it 3 of 5 times. And those 2 times that he didn't go, those were hooks. So like a 26 and a 26.3, I think is what it was. So that's what I say. We got to be wary of that and just be, aware that could happen. But in his last 20 games, when he plays 30 or more minutes, he's going to clear this number 16 of 20 times. 16 of 20. And if Austin Reeves is going to guard him, which they have showing right here, like I said, Austin Reeves moves down to small forward today. We've got a size discrepancy here. Austin Reeves is 6'5". MPJ is 6'10". So he should be able to take advantage of that. If you want to look at just rebounds, just for that matter, right there, they're at 6. They should have bumped to 6.5 by now if they were going to, but they're not. So they're at 6. You could take a look at that with that 5-inch height discrepancy. I don't know what the wingspan discrepancy is, but I'm sure it's pretty massive. So you could look at that. But like I said, a 5-inch difference here. Michael Porter Jr. should be, able to do what he will with him. Like I said, the big guys down low, they're pretty well matched up. Aaron Gordon and LeBron, they're going to be battling it out. AD and Jokic, of course, they're going to be battling it out. But MPJ and Austin Reeves, like I said, MPJ should get the better of Austin Reeves in that matchup for most of the night. So like I said, as long as the minutes are there for Michael Porter Jr., we should be in a safe spot here. The odds are there for us. The receipts are there for us. His minutes have just been kind of up and down. Let's see. His minutes are 41, 37, 30. Oh, this is 30-plus minutes. Let's just take a look. Anyways, though, his minutes are kind of just inconsistent. A couple of those games against Phoenix were blowouts, sure, but you see against Phoenix, he only plays a 30-minute game or more. 3 in half of that series, 3 out of 6 times, he only gets 30 minutes. So, we just got to be cautious. Now, before that, of course, against Minnesota, there was only one game where he didn't play 30 minutes. So, like I said, I feel super comfortable with this, especially if Austin Reeves is going to be guarding him all night. I think he's going to put him to work, get the better of him, and I like the spot for MPJ here. So that's going to be those 2 official plays on the slip. Don't forget it's Taco Tuesday. If you want to split those up, feel free. A couple other things you could just look at. I don't know if I'm going to play them yet or not, but we could take a look at Jokic's points, and we could look at taking the under on Jokic's points. Now, dude's been red hot. That's why I don't want to put it on the slip. Dude's been red hot, but he was going against, DeAndre Ayton, and he's no AD. So I think AD is going to put him to work. I don't know if he gets a 28, 30-point game right off the bat in game 1. Like I said, there's some kinks need to be worked out. They got to get a feel for each other. I don't think Jokic is just going to come out and dominate like he did against Phoenix. So, and also take a look at this category. This is super cool. I don't know if they've ever put this in before. I wasn't doing PrizePicks at this time last year, but minutes played. This has been rattling around in my brain for the last couple weeks that this would be a cool category. And sure enough, this morning I'm scrolling through, and here it is. So minutes played. That's going to be super interesting to look at. I'm not going to touch any right now. If I were to touch any, it would be the under on Jamal Murray's minutes. I think he only goes over this 2 of his last 5 or 6 times, and he's not feeling too hot. So you could take a look at that maybe. But, for the most part, that's cool. If they keep that up, that'll be something we can definitely take a look at. But anyways, guys, right now, let's just stick to it. It's going to be Michael Porter Jr. Like I said, we're going to throw him on the slip here at 26.5 fantasy score. And then it's going to be Mr. Schroeder, and it's going to be 14.5 PRA. We're going to take the over on him as well. So let me know what you guys think about this. Good luck, everybody. Game 1, like I said, let's see how it plays out. Let's cash. Let me know who y'all got taking not only game 1, but who's going to win the series and how many games is it going to take. Obviously, I'm hoping for 7. We love making these bets. Hoping for 7. Let me know what y'all think. Later, guys. Let's cash.